G'day everyone, welcome to the opals channel. So this is going to be about matrix and treatment on this episode, if I can call it that. I've had this parcel that my mining partner's bought with a variety of different types of matrix in it. So some of it's going to be treating differently to others due to the difference in porosity. These were some of the stones I'd cut in a previous video. They haven't been treated yet. I'm just trying to get up enough to warrant running a treat for 6 days. And I've picked out some pieces here that I'm gonna cut for the treat, test treat. And so there's a multiples of some of the stuff in here, i.e. Where are we? This piece, which is sort of like this piece. And I'm yet to see which way I want to cut this piece. So this one's already been cut. So I'm going to take a slice through this way. We're going to test both sides. And there's another slice from it. I think it came off this piece. Somehow. So that'll go in as well. A piece like this. It's very colourful. Not sure if that looks like it. Nah, I don't think it's been treated yet. But that's got some really nice colour. Similar to that other piece I cut in the other video. This piece, it's got some really nice opal in it, in amongst the matrix. So it'll be interesting to see how that treats. I'll just give it a tidy up. This piece is going to get sliced down the centre, make 2 stones out of it, but that should be really pretty. Very pretty material. Might get a few stones out of that. We'll see what happens. That face is actually looking quite good now. Actually, I might take 3 slices that way then. Yep, done. And this one I'll take a slice through there and see if anything comes of this half, but this has to thin down either way. And see what's in there, but there's some nice... I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera. Zoom in a sec. Some nice colour in there. So you can see in the back here some bars running through on the angle. Through there, bit up there. There's a reddish hue going through here. So there's colour all the way pretty much through this piece, top to bottom, in various... Oh, look at that flash, blue and red. Watch out, there's cops. So yeah, I'll take a slice out of that and we'll see what the opposite side of this faces as opposed to that face in there, and try and tidy this back piece up. So I'm going to head over to the saw and start doing a bit of slicing, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so what we've got here is this one. I've decided, because of that issue there, it's got to go. It's got to tidy up. I'll make a bit of a, possibly a teardrop type shape. See what happens. And this one can get cut. I'm thinking rectangle. I don't want to waste that surface and that colour just to trim it into an oval. It does have to come in that far. So we'll see. This one got cut into 3. So I now have, unfortunately it didn't really look fantastic inside there, so we'll go with that side anyway. That side's got a bit more interest, and that was the offcut. Still make a little stone out of it, make a nice tidier stone. So then we got this piece and also cut into 3. Unfortunately, it's got that little stuff in it, so that'll be the face of that one. Flip that one over. It's got a nicer face there, it's cleaner. Taking out the obvious pieces that need to come out, but it's better than dealing with that there. So it sort of goes in a little bit. Now, and nice little stone out of that one. Can't wait to see this stuff treated. This one didn't quite go as planned. This side is in, so there's not much there. Right, see what's under there and get that out. Blue and red, see if that bar travels from there to there at least. Might get a little stain in there. But I might take this side down a little bit because that bar is just under this potchy area. Where are we? There we go. So you can see the colours there, and it does run sort of through on an angle throughout here. So if I bring that down a touch, there's some red bar under there. Wouldn't mind getting down to, but leave enough meat on the bone to get a nice face just down out a little bit under here. I believe there will be a really nice face. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'll go cut these. I'll probably just come back with them cut and get on with this video because it's going to be a little bit involved. So with this, I'm going to be doing a new method of treating, still with the acid, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it, and I might play a guessing game with you, and whoever guesses it first wins. And I'll figure out one of these stones maybe as a gift for the winner. So yeah, I'm going to try a different method with the cooking and see how that goes. It's something I was advised by someone who's done a fair bit of this, and some of the sense that they made while explaining it sort of goes, I think there's something to that. I am going to try it. So this will be that. So I'll get these cut, we'll try a different treat, and we'll see how this all turns out. Alright, I don't know what happened with this one, but I've just taken off the stick and it fell apart on me. Really disappointing too. There's a nice little stone. Oh. One down. So we're left with these, and these are quite nice. I can't wait to see how they treat up. I'm expecting a bit of mixed results as usual. But we'll find out shortly. I'll be doing all this in one video, I think. So I'll get the secret ingredient together. And see what we can cook up. I like this stuff. It's a very interesting pattern. Full of colour. And at a distance, it's the kind of stone you could leave it as it is, but it just doesn't pop. So it's going to get treated. Same as this stuff. It's a very different sort of a matrix than I've seen. A little bit mixed up, looks interesting. It's almost like what happens with boulder opal. Just a conglomerate of different bits that made up the rock. Each bit being opalized. Almost looks like this was chucked a couple of chunks in some resin, some white putty. But no, it's just what it is. And these two, I like these two. Some really nice colour in them. So yeah, we'll get set up and start cooking. Alright, over here we have a hot plate with this pot that I'm just going to dry these stones out. I gave them a wash in rainwater, cleanest water I've got, and hopefully that's gotten any of my handprints and stuff off it, and anything else that needs. I think that's a patch on that one. Looks like a bit of wax. It's all good. So these are going to get pre-warmed. So these are going to go into then the solution cold. And this is where you're going to get to see the solution for the first time. And let's see if you can guess what it is. So let's leave these on for a little bit longer, and once all this water's gone, I know the pot's warmed up quite well. I don't want to get these too hot, but I want them to be hot when they go in the solution, as I've been explained, and it makes sense. It's going to suck in the solution a lot quicker on their entry, and then I'll start heating the solution, hopefully making it more runny and less viscous, that it can get in more. But this solution apparently has a smaller carbon particle size and should hopefully get a better result. So, oh gosh, don't tell me I have to treat all my matrix again. No, we'll see. Alright, these stones are about ready, so I'm going to go set this up over by the solution and bring these straight over to get in before they cool down. Alright, in with the first one. So there we go. Leave them to do their thing. Hopefully sucking in plenty of that solution. And let me know in the comments if you can guess what this is. And I'll figure something out for the first person who does. But it'll be very interesting to see what people assume. Okay, in for a bit of a treat today, I've decided. We're going to freshen up our pot of acid, so we're going to neutralise this one. Now, I thought I'd just go through that with you. As you can see, I've got my safety gloves on. I've got, let's take them off, got the safety goggles. And I'm just going to load this bucket up. As much bicarb as it will take. Finish off this box. Get this one happening. Got plenty of bicarb in there because there's a lot of acid to neutralise. Carefully use half the box so you can grab something to stir it with. So now, because we don't want this to go down our drain, as it's very it'll just eat everything away. It's very dangerous. But this is the stuff that goes into drain cleaner, sulfuric acid. Not that we're going to leave it positive at all. It's just going to be neutralised. But we're doing it bit by bit, by bit by bit. As you can see, the reaction is quite a fair bit. And you don't want to add the water to the sulfuric acid. That'll be an explosion you don't want. You can see all the vapors coming off. It's a fair bit of heat. It's being given off. Like a volcano. Don't want it to erupt. Get into the second box. All right, so here's where I'm adding it, and it stopped bubbling as such. I'm adding bicarb solution, and it's not fizzing up that much. So the bicarb's winning the fight. So we'll just leave that sit there for a bit and do its final part. But if I got a little bit of this, tip it into this bucket. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's not fizzing up. So testing it both ways by adding bicarb to that bucket, and that bit of that bucket is a test into this, and I know that's a very weak solution if not neutralized. It's still slightly effervescent a bit, so I'll just leave that to finish off its little process and come back to it in a bit. All right, there we go. Cheers. Shake that one down. Cue music. So that's 36 minutes time lapse. So I'm going to get it into some heat and get it to react a bit quicker, and hopefully get this done within a couple of days, 3 days. And by Sunday, today's Thursday. Okay, we still got the steam coming off the water, and we're about to take them out. This is Sunday, and I'm pretty sure they've done all they're gonna do. And as you can see, it's gone very black from that clear that we started with. Oh, I can see the color already. Wow. So that drip for a minute. And we're over to neutralize it. That bubble and fizz. See, some of it's gone very, very black. Wow. So let's let that settle for a bit, and we'll tip them out and have a look. All right, so I've pulled them out of the acid, and Usual, just soaked into bicarb soda again, just to neutralise the stones. I thought I'd get a move on with it all, otherwise this might drag on a bit too long, and less viewing time. So I'll zoom in a bit and we'll have a good look. Okay, so some varying results. And this one, I thought might have come up a bit better, but still got some really nice colour in there. I just don't think I got the bar quite accurate. It's run down too much. But it is what it is. Still a nice little stone. That'll be a cheap little pendant stone. I'm starting from the, again, usually what I perceive as the lesser grade. So there's a little bit of colour in that one and it didn't take on too much. Maybe it can go in for another treat and we'll see what happens next round. This one didn't come up all that bright. It's got probably a brightness of dull. And still a nice stone, but just, yeah, not flashy enough. That's it, down the bottom row now. Getting a bit better here. There's a bit more colour in that and it treated a little bit better. Still not quite as bright as I'd like it. Is what it is. That one's not too bad. It's got a bit of colour in it. And I do like this one, mainly because of the shape, I think. Yeah, it came out quite well. Little cushion cut. Bit of silver around it, it'll look $1,000. And that piece, if you remember, wasn't sure on this and the colour wasn't all that strong, but it was there. But I think that's 1,000% better. That is quite an interesting little stone. Just the way bits are set. It's like someone set these bits here in opal jelly. Almost looks like one of those composite resin cast type things, but no, that's natural. You would have seen that. Totally natural. So that's quite an interesting little stone. I like that one. So that's heading towards a better spectrum of the bottom row. So the next row, I'll start down this end. There's no particular order here. In the middle row, they're all sort of nice. That was another one like this one. So I'm not sure if somehow it came from there. Don't quote me. There you go, it's a bit of a split pair at the top there. But yeah, that one came up quite nice, very interesting. So let's try and keep those together maybe in a pendant. Look quite interesting. There you go, exclamation mark. And this one did take quite a bit of the solution in, which I'm really happy about. I'm really impressed with this solution too. So have at it in the guessing, comments on this video, have a guess. And if anyone can guess it, yeah, I'll sort something out. It'd be interesting to see what answers, because I'd never have thought really to have used this. And I do have an idea of what I'm going to use next. It's along the same lines. It's the same solution, but a different product. But yeah, that got right into that piece. And I think another treat might get a little bit more into here. But I really do like the way, with the way it darkened the back, it's really making that stand out, that patch of opal in the middle. And I love that blue. It's my favourite. It's a nice little aurora kind of look to it, to a night sky. I know it's just a nice little picture stone, I think. This one's similar to this stuff. It's just a bit bigger, so you can sort of see a bit more colour in this one. It's quite a nice little stone, pretty. Bit of a marble granite look to it. Same as these bits. These were the two bits from, let me just find it, this sort of stuff, if you remember. And it's that bar there in the centre. and I think these ones are from the bar up the top. So I'll just dry my fingers. That came out quite nice. Very interesting looking stone. Same again. It's a really nice colour in there too. There's this colour all over it. And I'm really happy with the way this stuff's polishing. So I don't have to give it a resin coat. This is a natural polish. The only treatment's the darkening. And clearly I think that adds value, so even though it's treated, it's still natural opal. And now we're getting to some quality. Here's the top shelf. I'm really impressed. So if you remember the two pieces I said for earrings, voila. I'm really impressed. Now these are a lot darker. I don't know why the camera takes away, makes it more like a chocolatey, lighter, misty grey type black. But these are a lot darker in person, and these look like a bunch of emeralds glittering at you. They are so much more intense than the camera's picking up. So much more. And there's two of them. So yeah, sliced apart if you remember. I think, yeah, this solution is a winner. Absolutely gorgeous. And here, these are too full of colour, these ones, and you can sort of see the darkness behind it, but they're so full of colour you don't turn it on an angle where you can't see colour to see the body tone so much. It's just got a dark body tone, but black. And now these ones are so black, but again, I think the camera's, yeah, it's just going to show it like it's got a white milky film or something over it, and it hasn't. This is just so dark black. It's yeah, as black as this, and I don't know why the camera's not showing it that way, but this is magic. I love this one. This one turned out phenomenal. That's really, really, really pretty. So this one and the next two are the same body tone. Should contrast more against that. Yeah, no, not really. But yeah, wow on the colour. So intense. Really pleased with the way these have come up. Do I go and treat all my opal again? Oh, sugar. And this one. Really well done. Really impressed with that. Try and get a cleaner white. So yeah, there we are. I think I'm on a winner with that solution. I'll continue to use it. And yeah, if you can guess what it is, I'll first person to guess it, I'll sort something out. But yeah, gonna go cut the rest of them and a whole bunch of other stuff and retreat some more stuff now. We'll see how it turns out. So yeah, I'll leave this video here. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.